Like, you're saying that if you changed what you know about life and about yourself, it changed the physical way that you live in.
Absolutely. Changes your reality. So there is truth when they say what you think, you're creating your reality. There's truth to that altogether.
So what's the difference between understanding it's you cannot eat and be full of energy and actually live like this?
Oh.
Because it's not easy.
Right.
There's a big gap.
Exactly.
Between understanding it and to actually live it.
Exactly. So first you got this knowledge, okay? And this is what I'm teaching right now, at least broadcasting it. Boom, it exists, it exists. Before, there was people who never heard it. And usually when you never heard it, there is a resistance. Wait a minute, who are you? You're not the medical doctor or who is you? Boom.
How can I trust you?
Right. And then again, no, you have to eat or you die. That's the program that's going on humanity. And it's understandable. So me being a teacher or other people who's going through this and who knows it, you don't have to get frustrated. You just understand the situation we're all in. So of course, knowledge is one thing you didn't know. Now the next phase is when you get knowledge. This new learning is coming into being. You start accepting it or try to learn as much as you can about it. That's what I tell people. Just don't blindly believe and follow. Learn some things. Learn the do's and don'ts.
And try it for yourself.
Now wisdom is the application of the knowledge. That brings forth wisdom. It's one thing just to talk it and sit in your head as theoretical knowledge, but when you start applying it, that principle, that's when you start seeing the power that comes from it. It's sort of like when I started fasting once a week, and I couldn't wait till it was over with. Now, my mind used to play all tricks. Why are you doing this? Is this really spiritual? What are you doing? But then over a period of time where I can do a fast easy, it was in my lifestyle. I even found myself one time mowing the yard without eating or drinking, carrying out my whole day like it was nothing. And I didn't even know about breatharian. My body got used to that new habit within its lifestyle. And that's what we could do. We always train in our bodies for what we want to do. Even down to a person smoking a cigarette. Now, I'm not judging it like that, but they have trained their body to take on that new habit. It knows how to handle it, so it won't kill them right away. And it does the best you can. That's the thing about our bodies. It does the best we can to carry out the program that we want, to carry out your dream, whatever it is, whether it's good or bad, but it also pays attention to universal forces. It's sort of like where there's a season change. Don't you notice everybody start blowing their nose, catching the cold, catching the flu, all this mucus start coming up, and they're blaming a bug in the air. But it's basically the atmosphere is changing. You're going into a new season. Your body is so in tune with the atmosphere, even when you're unconscious, it's going to make that shift too. So it's getting rid of everything so it can make that shift smoothly to keep you alive. It's always working to keep us alive. It's our friend. So when you're dealing with ego is not evil at all. It's going for pleasure, enjoyment, because it understands it's living in a pleasure, enjoyment world. So you're just retraining the ego that, okay, those things that hurt us. We're going for another pleasure. You're still going to have great pleasure. A whole nother life open up to you, especially when you're healthy and you can touch your feet again and move your hands and all this other stuff. I mean, of course. And the power of your mind gets so strong because keep in mind where you were eating all those heavy foods or eating period, it takes a lot of energy to digest that. When all of that energy is not in your abdomen no more, it rises to the head. So it strengthens your thinking, your cognitive thinking. And it even brings things to you. You find out that you'll start drawing things to you magnetically without you putting least effort or none into it at all. This is how powerful beings we are.